following program is a presentation of the Mat Wrestling Network. Viewer discretion is advised. What's up, everyone? Welcome to MWA Mat Wars. I am Matt Young, here alone tonight as Nick Pettigo has prior obligations. But nonetheless, ready to bring you an exciting, jam-packed show with 7 amazing matches here tonight as we prepare to get to the ring for the opener. It's going to be Thor taking on Iron Fist. Thor accompanied by Loki. Iron Fist accompanied by Luke Cage. Of course, we must first attend to the opening pyro and ballyhoo once that finishes loading. Should have kept the music going. Give you a little taste of the intro graphics, I guess. They're a little hypnotic. And here we go. Avis Mingo, thank you for hosting, man. Really appreciate that. How are you doing tonight? Crowd ready for the action this evening. In Virginia Beach, Virginia. I hear it's a lovely town. Haven't really gotten to see much of it sitting at the commentary desk. Again, our first match, Iron Fist taking on Thor. Switch back to the desk view while we load. Good to hear, obviously. I'm also doing pretty well. Just hopefully have all the sound issues figured out tonight. Everything was good on Sunday, but that was with a different game. So we'll see how it goes tonight. As soon as I start the music, it's going to end up loading the match. Hopefully that's not too loud on the stream. Alright. Just everything's sounding good, then that's good to hear. So it didn't take forever for just a single match to load. Luke Cage and Iron Fist, of course, are the #1 contenders to the Tag Team Championships, and Thor and Loki hold those championships at this time. So assuming this red bar ever fills up, we're going to see Thor and Iron Fist go at it. Almost there. And now it's not moving. Alright, I think we're almost there. That's the only downside of using custom characters. And finally. Iron Fist making his way to the ring first. Meditating heavily before the match. Channeling his chi. He's ready to go tonight and make a statement against the tag team champions, one half of the tag team champions in Thor. Luke Cage rocking that bullet hole style. Of course, Luke Cage and Iron Fist will get their opportunity to challenge for the tag team titles at our next pay-per-view on Sunday, October 11th. Victorious last week in a lengthy match against Jay and Silent Bob, the former tag team champions. Looking very impressive in that victory. As I sit here suffering from caffeine withdrawals, we're about to see Thor make his way to the ring, accompanied by his brother Loki. The MWA Tag Team Champions, Loki and Thor. Looking glorious, if I do say so myself. As Thor makes his way into the ring, all hail the God of Thunder. As Thor prepares to remove his cape and championship belt for this singles matchup, our opening contest for MWA Mat Wars this week. Iron Fist looks ready. Thor is always ready. St. McKenzie calls for the bell and this matchup is underway. Of course, Jessica Jones, notable by her absence at ringside. Iron Fist and Luke Cage are only allowed to have one person at ringside for singles matches and one for tag team matches. Due to frequent cheating, let's just say. Utilizing that triple power bomb. Oh, Thor catching the leg of Iron Fist, and now with the Fez press raining down right hands. Oh, Iron Fist into the ropes. What's Thor gonna do? Oh, the donkey punches. The donkey punch followed by, oh, that uppercut to the throat. Savage by Thor. Iron Fist is now using his technical ability, tripping up Thor, taking him to the mat, stomping at that arm. Oh, now stomping at the other arm. Perhaps going to work on a submission hold here. Oh, just manipulating those joints once again. The power game of Thor, though, is hard to match up with for any man. Oh, Thor's spasming, though, after getting kicked in the back of the head. Thor is pissed off now. Oh, just clutching at the face of Iron Fist. Just, oh, brutal fashion here. That's the strength of a god. Just clutching at your cranium. But Iron Fist somehow fights out of it. Oh, big overhead belly-to-belly suplex from Thor. Now going for the cover. Stank McKenzie making the count only a 1. Oh, nice Claymore kick there from Iron Fist. Taking back control. Not sure he needs to trade strikes with Thor, though. Thor making him pay for it. But now, oh, perhaps I'm going to have to take back what I just said. Iron Fist landing a series of kicks. That flurry of offense not lasting long, though, as Thor immediately tossing him across the ring. Oh, and now an over-the-head suplex, just flipping Iron Fist inside out. Another overhead belly-to-belly. Iron Fist is just getting tossed around the ring. Quiet Sunday Library is here. How's it going, man? Hope you're having a good night. Thank you again for joining us. Always nice to have you here. Iron Fist now letting loose with clotheslines and a super kick on Thor. Is he going to go for a Iron Fist famous for not going for covers? I'm glad you're doing better today than you were yesterday. I'm doing alright. Just fighting off caffeine withdrawal, trying to make this interesting with just one person calling it. Yeah, training is never fun. What kind of stuff are you doing today? Yeah, that definitely does not sound pleasant whatsoever. Well, hopefully you've had a chance to relax since you've gotten off work. Oh, call centers. That's, yeah. I always hated that. Never comfortable especially trying to basically be a bill collector at a credit bureau. Doing call center work for that. I'm glad to hear that you've had a chance to relax after work. Oh, burgers sound great right now. I had a sandwich earlier, that's about it. These two continuing to go at it outside the ring as Steak McKenzie looks on, not being able to do anything. That's what he's best at, is not doing anything. Yeah, I didn't want to eat too much before the stream. I'll definitely eat after. Finally back in the ring. Thor going for another suplex, but Iron Fist blocks it, missing completely on the Superman punch attempt though. And is Thor's hand bloody? Apparently Thor busted open Iron Fist at some point. Now going for that burning hammer, and he hits it. If Thor can get Iron Fist away from the ropes, he's got this match won. That's gotta do it. Only 2 on the burning hammer. Yeah, this is the short-haired Chris Hemsworth version from Ragnarok. I'm not overly familiar with clothing companies. It's not really my area of expertise, but things are. Take 18 finishers to get pinned by a roll-up. Yeah, I've seen that happen on here before, unfortunately, and perhaps this match is going to end up going that way. Only 1 finisher so far. Oh, well, okay. Yeah. Oh, Iron Fist just leaping at Thor's face, tainting ass first, but landing on the floor hard. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm ugly and I'm on camera, so gotta do what you can. Frog splash from Iron Fist. Is he gonna cover Thor? No. Waiting to set up for perhaps a roundhouse kick. No, the Superman punch, that Iron Fist of death. Is Thor going to be able to kick out? No! Iron Fist wins the match, pinning 1/2 of the tag team champions. Luke Cage is pleased. I'd say Thor dominated a large portion of that match, but Iron Fist came through at the end. Yeah, Iron Fist doesn't normally know when to go for a pin, but for once he actually manages to do it right. After getting busted open, getting dropped on his head with the burning hammer. Unfortunately, in the first match of the Fire Pro stream on Sunday, you're using Pinhead from Hellraiser, and he got his opponent into a choke, and it just never ended. There's no submission, there's no breaking the hold, just unusable. Tried it twice. Iron Fist victorious over Thor in singles action tonight, challenging Thor and Loki for the tag team titles on October 11th. Iron Fist excited yet centered, I guess. Loki can't even stand to look at him. Loki's got to be disgusted. October 11th, yeah, Sunday, October 11th. That's when we're going to see Luke Cage and Iron Fist get that tag title shot. We're going to see Goku defend his world title against the winner of tonight's four-way main event, amongst other matches. Put some music back on for a moment. So She-Hulk getting ready to take on Kendall Jenner. Got Nick's music playing. Kendall Jenner was able to defeat She-Hulk last time around, so She-Hulk's looking for a revenge tonight. First loss on She-Hulk's record, and we haven't seen her since then. I guess she's been training for this matchup. No, Nick had other obligations that he informed me of this morning via text, so he's not able to be here tonight. Tried to get a replacement for the evening, but that didn't work out. My back is killing me right now. And we're ready to head back to the ring. She-Hulk versus Kendall Jenner. Probably the greatest upset we've ever seen here, with Kendall Jenner defeating She-Hulk. All thought She-Hulk was going to end up challenging for the women's championship at Fallout, but after losing that match, she fell out of contention. Yeah, I'd take that right now. I could definitely use an adjustment. It's Kendall Jenner. It's the least popular of the Jenner sisters, wearing that Wolfpack gear. She-Hulk, of course, Jennifer Walters, being played by Tatiana Maslany, I think was her name. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I hope I did. The upcoming Disney Plus series. She-Hulk also in the current season of Fortnite. We're ready to get underway with this women's match. She-Hulk looking confident despite her previous loss. Underway now, and trading kicks to the abdomen early on. Kendall Jenner somehow getting the better of She-Hulk in a grappling contest. St. Mackenzie's got to break that up there in the ropes. Russian leg sweep from Kendall, now going to work on She-Hulk. Kendall just needs to stick and move, though. This is not the strategy to employ. Do not try to get into a striking battle. Do not try to sustain any sort of beatdown. You're going to get caught and you're going to regret it. Oh, She-Hulk looking to rip off Kendall's arm right now. Crowd not happy to see Kendall Jenner. Kendall's usually accompanied by her sister Kylie. Oh, Kendall now clotheslining She-Hulk over the top rope. Kylie, however, is busy getting ready for her matchup later tonight against Oprah Winfrey. Kendall now doing what she does best here, fighting dirty on the outside. She-Hulk sensing that, tossing her back in the ring where She-Hulk feels more at home. Trying to slow down the pace a little bit. What's she going for here? Oh, a pedigree from She-Hulk. She's got to follow up on it with a cover, though. They're seemingly more interested in punishing Kendall Jenner than actually going for the win. And now the 1916 dropping her on the back of her head. Kendall with a nice counter, fighting her way back into the ring. She-Hulk representing the colors of the MWA Mat Wars show. Oh, Kendall dropping her on the back of her head now, going for a cover quickly after that. Only a 1 count. Yeah, I understand. You gotta pay attention to those burgers. It's all good. She-Hulk not able to handle Kendall Jenner quite the way she thought she was going to. Can't afford to get too overconfident like she did last time around. Like Kendall Jenner or not, you gotta treat her with the respect she deserves as an opponent. She's proven that she knows how to fight. She-Hulk laying into Kendall on the outside. This fist to the face, but Kendall taking advantage of that quickness now. Turning the tables, getting She-Hulk back in the ring, but stopping to appeal to the crowd. Not a smart move. Do not turn your back to an opponent like She-Hulk. Kendall's still able to retain control with that DDT. So last time around, Kendall finished off She-Hulk with a scissor kick as She-Hulk gets a famouser. Perhaps another 1916, and yes, that's it. Go for the cover. There you go. Only a 1 count as Stake McKenzie slowed again in position. What else is new? Oh, and dropping Kendall ribs first over the knees. Kendall does not have a lot of padding there. That had to hurt. Yeah, only a 1 count. I can't believe that. And not even a cover after that. Going for it for a 3rd time. But she's in the ropes. Gotta drag her away from there. Not enough is the answer to that. Not enough. Nearly tossing Kendall directly into Stake McKenzie. Kendall just lying there motionless. She-Hulk patiently waiting for her to get up. Now dropping Kendall with a spine buster. Oh, missing on the big boot though. Is Kendall going to be able to... Kendall somehow able to lift She-Hulk into a Northern Light suplex. A 2 count off of that. Is Kendall setting up for that axe kick again? Oh no. If she hits this, that's how she won last time. Is it all over for She-Hulk once again? Only 2. Kendall not able to put away She-Hulk for a 2nd time, at least not yet. She-Hulk is in dire straits. What is she going to have to do to put Kendall away? What's up, Metallic Deadpool? Thanks for joining us tonight. How are you doing this evening? Or I guess this morning for you? Middle of the night-ish? She-Hulk now firing up and she nails that big boot. Good to hear. Good to hear. She-Hulk with the cover on Kendall Jenner, and 3. She-Hulk gets retribution for the loss a few weeks ago. She-Hulk has defeated Kendall Jenner. Impressive but hard-fought victory from She-Hulk. If She-Hulk can just string together a few more wins, perhaps she will be in contention for that MWA Women's Championship like we all thought she would be by this point. As we watch the replay, impressive Northern Light suplex from Kendall, lifting the massive She-Hulk overhead. Not enough to finish the job though, as She-Hulk fights back. Hits another 1916, kicks out of this axe kick, or scissor kick, whatever you want to call it. She-Hulk proving that she will not go down the same way she did before. She's learned from her mistakes, and she came back to put Kendall away. She-Hulk celebrating a hard-fought victory. Of course, later tonight, we've got Kendall's sister Kylie Jenner competing against Oprah one-on-one. Heading on to our next match of the night. Iron Man and Doctor Strange taking on Batman and Robin in the first tag team contest of the evening. As we wait for this matchup to load, go back to the music. Nick Pedigo may not be here with us tonight, but he is here sonically with his music playing. Yeah, another Kardashian loss, Metallic Deadpool, you got. Whoever made that Robin did a great job. Actually, all these characters, honestly. Got them from various creators on the Community Creations tab on WWE 2K19. I had to change the ratings on a lot of them because they were 100 overall. I had to change the movesets because a lot of them were generic. But visually speaking, they did a great job designing them. Jason doing the Ric Flair woo, which I cannot really do because my voice is too deep. But you all know what it sounds like. I don't have to illustrate it for you. Metallic Deadpool, there is Nightwing attire, yeah. So, if you want to look into that, this is the highest rated Nightwing on Community Creations. Oh, woohoo. Okay, woohoo like Homer Simpson, I got you. I really hope that the PS5 actually gives these games faster load times, even though I'm not sure how that's going to work with the older games. I was able to successfully pre-order a PS5, and then earlier today, an Xbox Series X to go along with the Oculus Quest 2 I pre-ordered for the holy trinity of pre-orders. As we head back to the ring for this matchup, tag team match, Iron Man and Doctor Strange against Batman and Robin. The awesome facial hair bros, Iron Man and Doctor Strange, have been shockingly unsuccessful here in the MWA. I don't believe they've won a single match. Yeah, I am one of the lucky ones. I got charged by Walmart for a PS5 pre-order that didn't go through, and then the next day I actually got one to go through. It took like 5 tries at a bunch of different stores, And then the Xbox pre-order was surprisingly easy. I did hear Microsoft bought Bethesda, and I think the timing of that announcement couldn't have been any more intentional, trying to drive up console pre-orders for the Series X and Series S. But hey, it makes sense, and I don't blame them for it one bit. I don't particularly care about whether something's exclusive because I have the ability to play on the different consoles, fortunately. But if Bethesda games are going to be on Game Pass, for instance, day one from now on, then that would be incredible, not having to pay for them, just get them included with the subscription. Yeah, Amazon and Best Buy were really late with their pre-orders. I got it through Walmart. Target wouldn't let me add it to the cart, saying I already had the maximum allowed in my cart, even though I didn't have any in my cart. I was going to go with Best Buy, but Walmart was the one that actually came through, and I might have to wait till a couple days after it comes out to get it. The PS5 is supposed to arrive on release day on November 12th, but the Xbox is also supposed to arrive on that day for some reason. It's like 2 days after it actually releases. So we'll see what happens. I'm happy either way. It'd be nice to get them on different days, especially since I'm going to be streaming on both of those days, so that's going to take away from my potential time to play them. Batman and Robin going head to head with Tony Stark and Doctor Strange. Iron Man and Doctor Strange looking to pick up their first win, whereas Batman and Robin are, I think they've got 1 win in 4 matches. Even losing to the team of Spider-Man and Daredevil when Daredevil just beat down Batman and then did it again in a singles match. Batman has a habit of not being the greatest tag team partner. I mean, I guess it's not really all that surprising coming from Batman, but he likes to have Robin learn by experience, just getting his ass kicked really without any help. Yeah, it could be a precaution, Metallic Deadpool, but they didn't do that for PS5. It was from the exact same retailer, so I don't know. The streaming suite, hopefully they'll incorporate Discord and, well, mainly just that. I mean, giving you the ability to use any kind of overlays you want and just have something on the screen besides the chat. The chat interface on PS4 is terrible. That's why I didn't use it, and that's why I didn't use my camera on there. Batman with an Olympic slam on Doctor Strange. Batman was victorious at Colossal Clash, our first pay-per-view, defeating Spider-Man one-on-one, but in tag team action and in other singles action besides that, to be honest, not so much. Batman has really struggled in the MWA, even though he's looking good in this match. And even though I've finally got my first gaming PC, and what you say is true, I still wanted a PS5 and Xbox just because consoles have types of features and ease of use that the PC doesn't always have, and of course there are exclusive games too. Game Pass, a lot of the games I can play on my PC, but some of them I'd rather play on console. It just really depends. I like having those options though. Oh, Robin just landed incredibly awkwardly on Tony Stark's shoulder and side, and that did not look pleasant for either man. That had to have dislocated something or broken something, I don't know. Perhaps Iron Man's suit protected him, but Robin didn't have that same luxury. Oh, Robin dropping Iron Man with the reverse DDT, but Iron Man doesn't even sell it one bit. He just immediately gets up to his feet and starts throwing right hands. Oh, suplex onto the floor now. Iron Man Perhaps looking to toss Robin onto that table, but no, now they're fighting toward the ring. Another suplex. Is Iron Man gonna... Oh, just daring Robin to get up. Dodging kicks from each other. And another suplex from Iron Man. Is Batman finally going to do something, or is he just going to enjoy the view? He jumped down like it. There it goes. Finally, Batman with the stroke. Yeah, that's kind of the way I look at it too. PCs are pretty new to me in terms of gaming, but yeah, I like having all the options available. Like I just got WWE Battlegrounds. Bought that on PS4 rather than Steam. Figured that'd be, even though I did stream it, it'd be more of a game to sit on the couch and play. Doctor Strange had tagged in. Robin, it looks a little bit hobbled after getting slammed around on the outside. Iron Man already tagging back in. Very surprising. Nice double team back body drop from Iron Man and Doctor Strange. Referee Sam McKenzie needing to get Doctor Strange out of there. Oh, you can mod Battlegrounds? That's crazy. I just figured it wasn't a big performance-based game, so I get it at Walmart for $7 cheaper than how much it costs on Steam. And cross-platform is always a good thing. Iron Man with a cover on Robin. Oh, 2.9. Almost got him. What's Iron Man gonna do here? Got Robin in the corner, but no, Robin fighting back. Oh, big clothesline from Iron Man. Robin not... And now he finally makes the tag to Batman. Batman, a well-rested and prepared Batman, laying into Iron Man with the kicks to the face. 3 of them. Can't afford to let him make the tag. Batman's got to keep Iron Man down. Yeah, Discord app needs to be incorporated into them for sure. Both for streaming and for game chat. Batman with the cover. Sank McKenzie just waiting for Doctor Strange to break up that count. He's like not even wanting to get down there to start slapping the mat. Batman needs to hold on to that advantage, not let Iron Man... Oh, do that. Dropping Batman across the knee, the previously broken back of Batman. Yeah, the names are definitely confusing. Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S. We already had the Xbox One X, the Xbox One S. I don't get it. I was groggy, running on 3 hours of sleep, trying to make sure I didn't pre-order the wrong thing. Accidentally buy a 1X instead of pre-order a Series X. Doctor Strange back in, getting his hands on Batman. Wonder if we're going to see any double team action from Doctor Strange and Iron Man, but no. Batman with a superior fighting ability, taking down Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange with the kip up, and now... Oh, Batman going for that DDT. That's how he put away Spider-Man at Colossal Clash, but Strange having it scouted. Strange perhaps now going for that frog splash. Oh, and he nails it. Going for the cover. Is Robin going to get in there to break it up? Oh, barely in time. Robin, I guess maybe wanting to make Batman sweat it out a little bit. Not sure what Doctor Strange is doing. Oh, now he's doing a happy dance. He's got to stay on Batman. Cannot afford to give Batman that sort of recovery time. Nice kick to the face from Doctor Strange. Robin is just begging for that tag with Batman. Batman determined to fight back on his own, perhaps to his detriment. Doctor Strange dropping Batman with a big DDT. Is Doctor Strange going to look to finish Batman off right here, right now? Setting him up in the corner. Another frog splash perhaps. And now a split-legged moonsault. But no cover. Big mistake by Doctor Strange. But Batman posing to the crowd, not taking the opportunity to make that tag to Robin. Are we going to see the 619 from Batman? No. That's beneath him. What's Batman setting up for now? Knees in the ropes. And a Russian leg sweep. Batman's staggered though. He needs to make that tag. He needs to get out of there. He's in the wrong corner. Oh, hey, Paul. Nice of you to join us. How are you doing tonight? Just in time to watch your hero, Batman? Splash Mikey, this is not an E-Fed, it's just I'm simulating the matches and doing commentary. So the way to join is just to watch the stream and participate in the chat. Good to have you here once again. Batman trying to choke out Doctor Strange, and it's not working. Doctor Strange draped across the top rope. Batman now setting up, perhaps looking to finish him off. Batman going for that DDT, and Doctor Strange counters again. Second time this match. Doctor Strange has Batman's finisher scouted. Batman's going to have to find another way to put Doctor Strange down. Split-legged moonsault again. Once again, skipping out on that cover. Gotta wonder if Doctor Strange has his head in the right place. Batman now making the tag out to Robin, a fresh competitor. Robin took quite a beating earlier, but he's been out on the apron so long, he has to be recovered by this point. Taking Strange down with the head scissors, but immediately getting caught. Doctor Strange working on that injured back of Robin. I'm feeling that back pain, Robin. Robin's taking out all that anger and frustration. Is he going for that? Is he going for that drive-by drop kick right now? Oh, and he busts Doctor Strange wide open. Go for the kill, Robin. Iron Man not even bothering to make the save, and Batman and Robin win. Robin pins Doctor Strange. Impressive victory. Big win from Batman and Robin. Very impressed by Robin in this match. He looked really good on offense. He managed to score the winning pinfall. Great showing from both teams. Batman and Robin clearly superior in the end. Iron Man and Doctor Strange continue to struggle as a tag team. Robin pits because he had no hero Starfire. That is very much possible. Batman calmly celebrating Robin. Robin saying, "Batman, I showed you. Gotta give me some dap." Robin's frustrations did boil over, but hey, he made the best of it, got the victory. big match next. Green Ranger and Mike Pence. This matchup stemming out of the events from MWA Fallout, events that you saw last week. As we switch back over to the desk while the match loads. Green Ranger finally getting his hands on Mike Pence in a match. Of course, we all saw the Green Ranger had been teaming with Donald Trump and Mike Pence as Donald Trump had control of the green power coin, but that all changed just 10 short days ago, or 9 short days ago. More on that in a minute. The Power Rangers and Donald Trump have been banned from ringside for this match. It's one-on-one. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Getting ready to head to the ring for this matchup. As I said, the Green Ranger was brought to the MWA as kind of the pawn of Donald Trump. Donald Trump had control of the green power coin. Green Ranger was doing Trump's bidding. Beat the Megazord, beat the Red Ranger by submission to the Dragon Sleeper. But at our Fallout pay-per-view, even though the Trump train, the Green Ranger, Donald Trump, and Mike Pence were victorious in 6-man tag team action against the Red, Blue, and Black Rangers, with the Green Ranger getting the submission via the Dragon Sleeper. The power of friendship, the magical power of friendship shown by the Power Rangers in their attempts to free the Green Ranger from Trump's evil control was enough to break the spell, and we saw in that YouTube exclusive that was later played on MWA Mat Wars. The Green Ranger confronted Donald Trump backstage. There was a brutal brawl, and the Green Ranger ended up knocking out Trump and freeing himself to chart his own path here in the MWA. The Green Ranger has since joined up with the other good Power Rangers, and now he's working his way toward getting revenge against the Trump train, going one-on-one with Mike Pence here tonight, looking for a future matchup with Donald Trump. Yeah, Pence noticeably not wearing a mask tonight. The Green Ranger started off on the show teaming with, or working for Rita Repulsa, so whoever has the green power coin controls his destiny. But now he has control of his own destiny. And he looks like a new man right now. Tommy probably is pissed he got controlled again. Oh, Mike Pence looking confident, looking loose. We're about to see these two go head to head, and I don't like Pence's chances one bit. Oh, Green Ranger immediately with the super kick. As I spill water on myself. Oh, without Trump out here helping Pence, you'd have to think that Tommy Green Ranger is a clear favorite, but Pence looking good early. Fighting dirty, but it's efficient and effective. Mike Pence of the Trump train more businesslike than his president, I guess. There is no other term, really. His boss. Metallic Deadpool says Pence better have a dentist, a chiropractor, and an EMT ready. Hard to disagree with that. Pence is, we've not seen Pence in singles action before. Only as a tag team with Trump, and did not win any of those. The only win he's got is a 6-man tag team match where the Green Ranger basically did all the work. Now he's fighting against the Green Ranger, and things are not looking good for old Mikey P. As soon as I say that, though, Pence blocking the kick and locking on a Boston Crabs right in the ropes. Not a smart move. But it's, he's trying. He's giving it his best, by God. Oh, and another super kick from the Green Ranger. Is he going to go for a cover this time or just enjoy putting a beating on Mike Pence? Option B it is. DDT the foot. Oh, no, going up top, and the Green Ranger going for a leg drop off the top and not connecting. He waited too long. With a roundhouse kick this time. Yeah, that goes against everything Green Ranger believes in, all his moral fiber. You either have control of the power coin or you don't. You're not gonna sway him with bribes and women and money. Nice combination from the Green Ranger, a knee to the face followed by a clothesline. Now, oh, Green Ranger was setting up for something. Pence counters now to the fireman's carry and gorilla press. Pence, of course, a well-known fan of the Ultimate Warrior. We've seen that in previous appearances as Pence now goes for the cover. Getting a 2 count on the Green Ranger. Impressive from Pence. Well, with Kimberly, it's love, though. He's not... That's just his heart is hers. Yeah, gorilla press slam. Pence utilizing the moveset of the Ultimate Warrior. He trained by watching old Ultimate Warrior matches and wore a weight belt imbued with the sweat of the Warrior, which is a thing the Ultimate Warrior used to sell on his website. Listened to all sorts of 80s rock on cassette tapes. Oh, Green Ranger going for a Hurricane Rana, but Pence just drops him back into a flapjack. Pence working the knee, and that's not going to be enough to put away the Green Ranger. Mike Pence does believe in destrucity. Oh, there you go. There's that splash to the back. Vintage Ultimate Warrior in the cover with the knees. How's he not in the rope? Almost a 3 count. It looked like they were right underneath the ropes, but hey, I'm not the referee. Stank McKenzie is. And another gorilla press. Pence looking dominant. Going for another splash, this time right in the middle of the ring. Mike Pence stopping to catch his breath, maybe. Going for another cover. Is Pence going to put away the Green Ranger? Only a 2 count. Well, that is a true backstory directly from Mike Pence himself. He was interviewed a few weeks ago, told us a story of how his style came about. Mike Pence has looked incredibly strong in this matchup. I did not expect to see this from Pence. Green Ranger, after just freeing himself from Trump's control, he's got, looking to sweep the leg. That was effective against Trump in their backstage brawl, but Pence with that old school offense. Catching it with the atomic drop, now going up top. Oh, the big splash. That Green Ranger does look amazing, but doesn't look like a winner right now. Pence going for another cover. Is this going to do it? Only 2 once again. Green Ranger fighting with every fiber of his being. Pence going back to that limb work. Cinching in the rear chin lock, just trying to wear the Green Ranger down. Trying to sap every little just bit of energy from his body. That's right. You can do what Mike Pence did for only $9.99 on the WWE Network. 2 count again. Pence cannot put away the Green Ranger, not yet. Pence just continuing to try to wear him down, but Green Ranger looking for that high impact offense, looking to fight his way back up to his feet, hit him with that super kick, perhaps big jumping DDT off the top rope. Is Pence going for another splash? Oh, went to the well one too many times. Green Ranger going after those knees. Locking in a half Boston Crab. The Green Ranger has seen success before with that Dragon Sleeper. That's how he's won 3 matches already. He needs to try to lock that in on Pence. Oh, what? Mike Pence with some Matrix shit. Blocking the sweep of the leg and with the tree slam taking down Green Ranger. Now back to the fireman, scary into that gorilla press. I don't think even Green Ranger can withstand another one of those big splashes if Pence hits that here. Just going for the cover. Only 2 again. How does Green Ranger keep kicking out of all these moves? The heart displayed by the Green Ranger tonight will live in the annals of time as a legendary. And now that Dragon Sleeper, that's gotta put him away. But Pence has countered the Dragon Sleeper. We've never seen anyone counter the Green Ranger's Dragon Sleeper before. This is unprecedented. What the hell? What is it going to take for either of these men to win this match? No, Pence with the Dikembe Mutombo finger wag saying, no, I've learned your tricks. What the hell is going on? Oh, Pence posing for the crowd and us here at the announce table. Pence tossing Green Ranger back in the ring. Green Ranger with the counter. Dragon Sleeper once again. He's got to do it. It's over. Green Ranger submitted Mike Pence. Oh no. Gotta cut this out. Gotta go through all. It's not supposed to be playing this copyrighted music. Yeah, this should. Oh my god. It's Kanye West. Kanye West, what's he doing here? Kanye West is attacking the Green Ranger. Oh, the big superplex. Kanye West taking down the Green Ranger off the top rope. We haven't seen him in weeks. Kanye hasn't even been accompanying his wife Kim for her matches due to attending business meetings of an unknown nature. Could this be the result of those meetings? What the hell? Kanye is just taking it to the Green Ranger. What's he setting up for now? WWE, don't get us on copyright violations. I didn't know Dean Ambrose's music was going to play when the Green Ranger won. It's never happened before. The referee, Stank McKenzie, doing nothing. Doing nothing. As Kanye just waylays the Green Ranger. And finally, mercifully, it's over. Kanye West, after Green Ranger's victory over Mike Pence, has attacked the Green Ranger. What the hell is he doing here? We have not seen Kanye in a match. We've only seen him as a manager for his wife. Coming up next, we've got the newly formed team of Joe Exotic and Superhuman, aka Super Exotic, taking on Goku and his training partner Chuck Norris. It's the first time we've seen them as a tag team here in the MWA, even though we've seen Chuck Norris lose a couple singles matches trying to fight alongside Goku, trying to show us that he belongs here tonight. As we wait for this matchup to load, tell us what you think of Super Exotic, the brand new team. Exotico Superior. Gonna check the audio levels on the stream right now. Yeah, I'm not sure if Superhuman is popular over there or not. It's he's got a bunch of followers on Facebook and on YouTube. He's a kid that's done some wrestling matches, but he's not really a wrestler. There's just a bunch of like really ridiculous stunts in his backyard, and he says he does it for all the juggalos and juggalettes. He's competed in a couple matches here in the MWA before. Not very successful. Oh, okay, you do know him, yeah. So Joe Exotic has taken Superhuman as his apprentice. Superhuman was previously directionless. The new Midnight Express, that is perfect. Yeah, I figured it had to be due to Cornette, but I approve. I think this match is finally almost unloading. There we go. As we head back to ringside for the 5th match of the night. You're gonna like this. Maybe not. Super Exotic, the team of Joe Exotic and Superhuman. They've been training together. They've been living together. They've been doing everything together, and now they are here, bursting onto the tag team scene in the MWA. We've seen Superhuman in 6-man action. We've seen Joe Exotic in singles action, uniting for the first time on this night on MWA Mat Wars, rubbing their butts together for good luck, as you do. These two looking fired up for their matchup this evening. Got a tall order against them though, competing against the world champion Goku and his training partner Chuck Norris. Metallic Deadpool saying this entrance is perfect. Thank you very much for that. And here comes Goku and Chuck Norris, a seemingly unstoppable team, even though Chuck Norris has lost twice in singles matches. Together they seem unstoppable. Goku with that world championship belt, Chuck Norris with the double denim and the leather gloves and the Texas belt buckle. Goku and Chuck. Oh, and here they go with that fusion dance, by God. Becoming an official tag team in the MWA for the first time with that fusion dance. Goku and Chuck Norris don't just set the bar, they are the bar. Crowd cheering vociferously for Goku and Chuck Norris. Goku looking ready for action. Of course, awaiting the results of tonight's main event. A fatal 4-way match between the 4 winners from last week. The Incredible Hulk, Black Panther, Thanos, and Skeletor. Those 4 will go at it one fall to a finish. That winner will go on to face Goku at our next pay-per-view. Sunday, October 11th. Kame. But yeah, I think I try to incorporate my word of the day when I can. I don't really have a word of the day calendar. But Black Panther, of course, was our last challenger for Goku's title. Not able to beat him at Fallout. But Black Panther earned himself another chance. He became #1 contender last time by winning a 4-way ladder match. Actually, the participants in that match were remarkably similar to this one. At Colossal Clash, we saw Black Panther against Hulk, Thanos, and Captain America. Tonight, it's going to be Black Panther against Hulk, Thanos, and Skeletor. Chuck Norris versus Joe Exotic. Did you ever think you'd see it? Well, you're getting it right here in the MWA on Mat Wars. Superhuman, the Padawan of Joe Exotic, waiting outside the ring, just observing, waiting for his cue. Excellent teamwork from Goku and Chuck Norris, as you would expect with them being training partners. But Joe Exotic is just tagged in Superhuman. Superhuman going one-on-one with the champ. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, not too well for Superhuman. You've been waiting for that match as in the main event, or this one here? Or both. Could be both, right? Goku's got to be embarrassed that Superhumans haven't been able to get the tiniest little bit of offense in. Oh, the main event. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the main event, of course. Very interesting dynamic. Skeletor getting his first opportunity to earn a title shot. And Thanos looking to right the wrongs that he feels were perpetrated against him. Black Panther looking for redemption, trying to get another shot. And Hulk was the only person to beat Goku, beating him one-on-one in fairly dominant fashion a couple weeks ago. And Hulk's got to think that entitles him to a world championship match, but he's got to earn it by winning this 4-way match tonight. Superhuman's back might not look too jacked up or scarred on the game, but in real life, at least what he's shown on his Facebook page, is pretty messed up. Goku does not have the Crucifix Powerbomb as his finisher, but I see what you're getting at. Goku's got kind of a Kamehameha wave as his finisher, actually. That's why he put away Black Panther. Chuck Norris and Joe Exotic fighting outside the ring. Two very dangerous men. Oh. Chuck Norris with those lethal kicks. Joe Exotic, though, with some elbows. Working on the back of Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris has been training on that Total Gym. Superhuman not even watching his mentor Joe Exotic, just busy taunting the crowd. And gotta think Joe Exotic may feel disrespected if he happens to catch Superhuman's behavior. Oh, Chuck Norris dropping Joe Exotic with that spinning kick. Exotic right back, taking him down with the arm drag. Joe Exotic and Chuck Norris going 50-50 outside the ring. Maybe even 57-43 in favor of Joe Exotic. Just both of them trading a series of crazy strikes. Don't fuck with Chuck, Joe. Get him back in that ring and put him away if you can. But don't fuck with him. Oh, dropping Chuck Norris face first across the steel steps. Oh, Chuck Norris has been busted wide open by the elbow of Joe Exotic. And now the airplane spin, old school from Joe Exotic. Don't stop to pose. Don't let Chuck Norris tag out either. Oh, you fool. Joe Exotic just put a beating on Chuck Norris, but then allowed him to tag out to the world champion Goku. But Goku just uncharacteristically whipping on a drop kick, now getting locked in that calf crusher by Joe. It is true, Quiet Sunday Library. It's unfortunate how WWE keeps fucking up Keith Lee. It's a very simple formula. Just do what you did in NXT, really. It's Joe Exotic tag out to Superhuman, letting the young kid get a little piece of the champ. Not sure this is the best strategy, but hey, he's going to learn one way or another. Superhuman facing off with the champ. Oh, we cannot afford to get caught. Superhuman needs to evade those strikes. Just try to stick and move. Doesn't really have any sort of advantages over Goku, so just has to try to stay out of the way of those big kicks. Once again, fighting outside the ring. Is Superhuman going to use the environment to his advantage? No, Goku able to counter. I know that comment was about Keith Lee, but I'm going to pretend it's about Superhuman. The fans are enjoying seeing Superhuman get his ass kicked on the outside. Goku with the Hurricane Rana. Now posting for the crowd. Goku is fired up. Continuing to work Superhuman over instead of getting him back in the ring. Giving Superhuman a chance to fight back. Oh. At least they've improved it since his first appearance on the main roster. Even if it's only been slightly. Superhuman whipping Goku back into the ring. Elbow across the face. Superhuman's got to hit some high impact offense right now. And he perhaps senses that going up top. Is he going for that big elbow drop or the senton? Wasting a little time, but he still hits that elbow across the heart of Goku. Cover him, Superhuman. Cover him. Oh, Superhuman getting too cocky. Not going for the cover there. Suplexing Goku instead. One wrong move, though. One wrong move, and Superhuman is going to regret every opportunity that he allowed slip through his hands. That may be exactly the move. Oh, as soon as I say that, he counters, though. If Superhuman can prevent Goku from making the tag and just continue to wear him down, that's the best opportunity they've got right now. Still not going for a pin. Setting up perhaps for a stunner. Oh my god! Superhuman just hit the stunner on Goku, the world champion. And now goes for the cover. What the hell? Oh my god! Oh my god! That's the greatest upset in the history of our entire sport. Superhuman just hit the stunner on the world fucking champion Goku. And Superhuman won the match for his team. What? Joe Exotic and Superhuman have defeated Goku and Chuck Norris. And Superhuman pinned the champ. What the hell? What the hell have we just seen? Nobody would have ever expected Superhuman to get a victory over the champ. What is this? What is this? This is madness. Joe Exotic and Superhuman victorious against Goku and Chuck Norris, and they are just absolutely ecstatic, and who can blame them? Holy shit. 1, 2, 3 with the Stone Cold Stunner. How? How in God's name did this happen? The world champion has just been defeated by a 23-year-old, potentially brain damaged stuntman. What the hell just happened? Wow, that's got to be easily the most shocking upset we've ever seen here in the MWA. I cannot believe what we have just witnessed here on Mat Wars. Yeah, that was absolutely shocking. Holy shit, what? I thought it was going to be an easy victory for Goku and Chuck Norris. I mean, who didn't? Chuck Norris, motivated by the fact that he still hasn't won any matches here in the MWA, teaming against a brand new tag team, Superhuman never having won a match before, Joe Exotic kind of 50-50 against lower level competition. Wow, that is insane. Yeah, I'd say that's more shocking than Kendall defeating She-Hulk. I have to give it to Superhuman this time around. That was oh wow. Gotta wonder if Superhuman deserves to get put into that world title picture. We can't add him to the main event tonight because all the matches for this show are already set in universe mode. Honestly, I would put him in there to make it a 5-way if I could change it. As we're getting ready to head to the ring for Kylie Jenner versus Oprah. In Oprah's feud with Kim Kardashian, she absolutely destroyed Kendall. Was able to come across Kim's path several times, but never got a shot at Kylie. So after submitting Kim Kardashian at our Fallout pay-per-view, Oprah is looking to finish the job, taking out Kylie tonight. And we can also officially confirm at this time, MWA Commissioner Ron Swanson, due to Oprah's victory over Kim Kardashian at Fallout and the fact that Oprah ran out and attacked Harley Quinn, our women's champion, last week, he has booked a match for our October 11th pay-per-view. It's going to be Harley Quinn putting the women's title on the line against Oprah Winfrey. So Oprah has gotten her wish. Harley, after last week's attack, wanted that fight. Now we're going to see that match for the women's title coming up here in a few weeks. But tonight, Oprah's got her hands full against Kylie Jenner. Harley versus Harbo, that's right. Gonna be the fight of the century. Maybe not the century. Oh no, I forgot to take my face off for the fucking entrances. Can't be that disrespectful to Oprah. Oprah all business, looking to finally finish the job with the victory over the one Kardashian she hasn't fought yet. Kardashian / Jenner. Thirsty dudes holding up signs saying, "Marry me, I'm single." Oprah saying, "Bitch better have my money." Or at least her theme music is. That is a unique way to describe the look on Oprah's face for sure. I think she smells the trademark Kendall Jenner perfume. Or Kylie Jenner. Yeah, it's Kylie. She smells blood. She wants to finish the job and take this family out for good. St. McKenzie calls for the bell. We're underway. I'm not going to address that comment. Our semi-main event of the evening, of course, that 4-way #1 contenders match yet to come after this. Oprah looking to finally put away the last Kardashian Jenner. Looking to establish that she is our next women's champion. Oprah the powerhouse. Kylie has been a little bit unimpressive to date. Out of all the Kardashian and Jenner crew, we were expecting the biggest results out of her, but she's arguably done the least in terms of wins and losses. Kylie does not have her sister Kendall at her side tonight after Kendall took a beating earlier tonight against She-Hulk. Of course, I should also note Kim Kardashian's husband, the brother-in-law of Kendall and Kylie, Kanye West. He interfered after the matchup between Green Ranger and Mike Pence earlier tonight, attacked the Green Ranger. What does this mean? Is Kanye aligned with Donald Trump and Mike Pence now? Or does he just have a problem with the Green Ranger? What's his deal? He's been absent for business meetings for several weeks now, leaving Kim Kardashian to fend for herself. We don't know what's going through Kanye's head. We don't know his motives. But hopefully we'll find out soon as Oprah makes the cover, not even a 1 count on Kylie Jenner. Kylie putting up more of a fight than I think Oprah expected, taking Oprah down with that tilt-a-whirl head scissors. Kylie with the monkey flip. You're right, I don't have the answers, but we can get a nice upskirt view of Oprah for those of you who are into it. It's the money shot, folks. Oprah with her technical wrestling ability taking down Kylie. Kylie, though, whipping Oprah out to the apron and drop kicking her off into the floor. It wouldn't be an MWA match if we didn't see him go to the outside to abuse the no count out rule. They can get disqualified, but they can't get counted out. Of course, Oprah, very versatile, just defeated Kim Kardashian in a Falls Count Anywhere match 9 days ago. Looking to, put a hurting on Kylie Jenner outside the ring, but Kylie momentarily taking the advantage with that crossbody block. Now dropping the leg across the throat of Oprah, picking her up to perhaps inflict more damage. Hitting those forearms, stiff forearms to the jaw. Oprah looking to, thought she might be trying to take Kylie back into the ring, but Kylie just blocking it. Now tossing Kylie to the inside. St. McKenzie barely getting out of the way. Oprah not having a whole lot of luck in this contest. Kylie Jenner looking dominant right now. Irish whip and Kylie too slow in the corner. Knees to the turnbuckles. Oprah lifting Kylie overhead. And just dropping her throat first across the ropes. Oprah, she's going to go for that Boston Crab. No, trying to soften Kylie up some more. Dropping the knee across the mat. Oprah now the big hoss with the giant super kick. Stank McKenzie makes a count. 2. Only 2. Only 2 off that big super kick. Oprah flabbergasted. Not sure what it's going to take. She could just sit on Kylie's chest like she did to Kendall. That was effective. Oh, there it is. I called it. City on the titty. Titty City, and no, only 2.7, 2 7/8. We've seen Oprah with the super kick. We've seen her with Titty City. The only thing she's got left in her arsenal is that Rikishi driver. Kylie would be wise to avoid getting put in that sort of situation, but she's going for the Titty City again. Eschewing the cover. Now dragging her away from the ropes, and this time covering. That was a very confusing count. It sounded like a 3 count, but it looked like a 2 count. 2 titty cities were not enough. Now Oprah is trying to decapitate Kylie. As my mustache is really itchy. Oprah's got to think about going for that Rikishi driver. Instead, inflicting more punishment, ramming Kylie face first into that top turnbuckle. Got her down now, center of the ring. Oh no, Kylie back up, drop kick to the knees. Kylie seems discombobulated, not really sure what to do. Going for a cover though. Only a 1 count. Kylie has just not done enough damage to Oprah to put her away. Not at this point. It's only going to take 1 big move for Oprah. You can't lift Oprah, Kylie. Oh, taking her down with the nice head scissors. Kylie's still looking out of it though. Clutching at that head, checking to see if she's bleeding. Thankfully for her, she is not. Oprah with the counter, shot to the gut. What are we going to see here? Oh, a nice counter by Kylie. Kylie's scrapping when she has to. Oprah going for it in the corner again. And once again, Kylie counters, this time with the DDT. And a belly-to-belly from Kylie Jenner. Kylie finally stringing together some decent offense, going for another cover. What? What the hell? Oprah hit everything she had. Not able to pin Kylie, but Kylie hits a belly-to-belly, and that just does it for Oprah. The #1 contender has gone down. World champions lost. The #1 contender to the women's title has gotten beaten. That was unexpected. Well, Oprah not able to completely put away the Kardashians and Jenners quite yet. Wow. Are we going to continue? I guess there's not really a way to see an upset in the main event. All 4 competitors worthy of challenging for the world championship. But man, did not expect to see Oprah go down to Kylie right there. Not on the belly-to-belly. Not after Kylie kicked out of all she did. Kylie celebrating her huge win. You gotta wonder if that changes things for the planned women's championship match between Oprah and Harley Quinn. Is Kylie perhaps going to have an opportunity to earn a spot in that match as well? That remains to be seen. Kylie Jenner victorious. Main event coming up next. Fatal 4-way. Thanos versus Skeletor versus Black Panther versus the Incredible Hulk. What a barn burner. Oh no. It appears I accidentally closed Windows Media Player, which is what I was using to play the music. Gotta have music at the desk, especially when I'm the only one talking. Got a nice virtual cup of coffee. No, I haven't been having caffeine lately. That's why I'm half asleep at all times. I guess Skeletor would be the closest thing to an upset. He's been pretty successful lately, beating Superman a couple times, but I'd say the least likely to win this match. but it's the first one to get a pinfall. That doesn't mean they have to necessarily do all the work. It's just whoever gets that cover, whoever gets that submission. I'm kind of rooting for the Hulk just because he got that victory over Goku and basically kicked Goku's ass in a non-title match. So it'll kind of be interesting to see how he performs when the title's on the line. But hey, if Superhuman can beat Goku, then it must not be too difficult, right? Match is about 75% loaded right now. Because it's got 4 custom guys and custom arena. So it'll take forever. Almost there. Finally. Heading to the ring for the main event. Thank you again to everybody who's joined us tonight. Of course, I'll remind you, you can follow us on social media with all the assorted links there on the left side of your screen. You could also type an exclamation point followed by whichever social media service you're looking for and get a direct link in the chat. We've even got one for our YouTube, which doesn't have a custom URL, but you can find it at the link in the chat right now. All the shows are uploaded 24 hours after they conclude airing because of the Twitch affiliate agreement. And we've got exclusive content on YouTube as well. So please consider checking that out. As Skeletor makes his way to the ring for the main event, first of 4 competitors. Skeletor looking maleficent as always. We saw Skeletor bleed last week, even though he shouldn't theoretically be able to bleed. From the face, anyway. Skeletor wanted me to pass along a message to all his doubters. Meow. That is a direct quote. Skeletor with his blue nipples, so you know he means business. Coming up next is the Black Panther. At MWA Fallout, Black Panther T'Challa fell just short of defeating Goku for the MWA World Championship. Able to defeat Daredevil last week and qualify for this match, looking to earn another opportunity with the victory here tonight. Black Panther, of course, everyone's sentimental favorite due to the tragic passing of Chadwick Boseman. Gotta say, it was a real downer when Black Panther failed to win the world title. Felt like it would have been the right time. Thanos making its way to the ring with the Space Stone appearing in a fiery portal. Looking as intense as ever, just focus on doing the most damage possible. Thanos needs to snap, cut the ring in half, get it down to a 50-50 situation where it's just him and one other guy, take out everybody else. Have things work to his advantage. Thanos, of course, walking to the ring with purple nipples, which, as we all know, means slightly more business than blue nipples. That was established in previous broadcasts. I did not make up the rules. I'm just conveying them to you. Thanos would do well in a long entrance competition with The Undertaker and Randy Orton. I don't know who's going to take him longer to get to the ring. Almost there, Thanos. So I told everybody to make a snack during Thanos' entrance. Watch this end up being the shortest match of the night somehow. And finally, the Incredible Hulk making his way to the ring. Hulk owning a victory, an impressive victory over the world champion Goku, or at least it was pretty impressive until Superhuman ended up beating Goku earlier tonight, and now we just don't know. Hulk stepping into this match as a favorite, one would have to say, though, nonetheless. However it goes, I'm still intrigued as well, but there are a lot of potential stories to be told here. Hulk wanting to prove that he can beat Goku when it counts. Black Panther wanting another shot at the title. Thanos and Skeletor looking for their first ever shots. Both of them recently defeating Superman, who was the man Goku defeated for the title in the first place. A lot of interesting dynamics. Is this match finally about to get underway? And the bell has rung. We are underway in this main event of the evening. Fatal four-way to determine the number one contender to the World Championship. Thanos and Skeletor, former tag team partners, going at it right now. Thanos, of course, betrayed Skeletor a couple of weeks ago. Black Panther tossing Hulk out of the ring and bowing in the process. It's the first man to get a pinfall or a submission. Thanos wisely going for the cover. Thought that would be a rope break, but no. X-Ray Maniac, what's going on? Hope you're doing well tonight. Thank you for joining us. You're here in time for the main event. Number one contender for the World Championship going to be crowned here. I was checking with my phone to make sure the game audio is alright. Is a sound issue with the crowd noise and all that sorted out at least? Hey, Skeletor is coming off a victory over Superman recently. So this match, he has as good a chance to win this match as anyone. Thanos and Skeletor with the personal rivalry right now. Thanos is looking perhaps for that. Oh no, just a flapjack there. Thanos getting the better of Skeletor. Hulk getting the better of Black Panther right now. Thanos whipped into the corner. Not quite sure what Hulk's doing. Skeletor has Thanos down to the corner. Is he gonna... Whatever he had in mind, Thanos countered. Thanos now just walking on the chest of Skeletor. Crowd not in favor of either of those two men. Just booing both of them right now. Oh, we got Hulk ducking whenever Black Panther threw at him on the outside. Cannot finish this match on the outside. There's no countouts and no disqualifications, but you cannot win unless you're inside the ring. Thanos now with the full Nelson Slam on Skeletor as Black Panther tosses Hulk back inside the ring. Black Panther now going after Thanos, perhaps sensing he needs to take him out in order to be able to secure a victory here. Hulk going after Skeletor as Thanos lifts Black Panther up and hits him with the Wasteland. Only one cover so far, and that was very early from Thanos. Oh no, Thanos just dropped Black Panther with that Infinity Slam. He's won several matches with that maneuver before. Hulk smart to break that up. That could have been it already. A Skeletor just pointing to the crowd, trying to play the baby face. Perhaps he's pointing at X-Ray Maniac, seeing him out in the crowd. Thanos now clutching Skeletor right by the face, throwing him down with that choke slam. Black Panther outside the ring, and Hulk and Skeletor perhaps teaming up a little bit on Thanos. Skeletor cackling. The Hulk immediately takes Skeletor out with a backbreaker into a Russian leg sweep. Black Panther recovering enough to get back in the ring, going after Thanos. And now tossed directly back to the outside, with Thanos following him this time. I think Thanos may be a little bit pissed off. Skeletor going for a cover on Hulk, only a 1 count. It's hard to keep up with all this action in 2 different areas. Crowd booing. I'm not sure who they're booing. Hulk with the Bulldog, Black Panther taking out Thanos as the crowd begins to fire back up. All 4 competitors back into the ring now. St. McKenzie just waiting to make a count. Black Panther just taunting Thanos with a knee across the back of the neck. Crowd seemingly not in favor of Hulk, though. Black Panther definitely the favorite here, but Thanos just caught him with the black hole slam. Hulk to the outside. Panther to the outside. It's just Thanos and Skeletor left. The fans don't seem to like either man, but we may very well see one of them win this match here in a moment. Wasted opportunity as Hulk is back inside. Oh, and dropping Skeletor throat first with that press slam again over the top rope. Hulk going for the cover. Black Panther immediately breaking it up. Black Panther now going for that axe kick. Black Panther's won with that before. Skeletor breaking it up before we can even see a 1 count. This match for #1 contendership to the world title. The winner will challenge Goku at our next pay-per-view event, Sunday, October 11th. We have already scheduled a match between Thor and Loki defending the World Tag Team Championships against Luke Cage and Iron Fist. We're going to see Harley Quinn defending the MWA Women's Championship against Oprah Winfrey. And Goku is going to defend the MWA World Championship against whoever can win this match. Skeletor in control for the time being. The beats of the Bowdrin on the Black Panther, just punching the shit out of his chest. And the donkey punch to finish it off. Thanos up to the second rope, missing that double axe handle. Not sure who he was going for. It looked like maybe Skeletor, but Thanos and Hulk going at it now. Skeletor and Black Panther. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. Panther and Skeletor to the outside. At this point, I don't know how wise it is to leave the ring. Oh, well, possible low blow from Hulk. I'm not sure it may have caught the inner thigh. Hulk snapping the neck of Thanos. Going for perhaps a submission hold there, but Thanos countering. Thanos not sure who to go after. Skeletor has Thanos and the Black Panther in opposite corners. Going after Thanos, but Thanos making him pay for it. These two behemoths just colliding. Oh, until Thanos hits that fallaway slam. Skeletor outside the ring. This is the type of situation where one of these men can pull out a quick victory here before the other two competitors recover. Black Panther sensing that, going for the cover on Thanos, and only a 2 count. High drama here in the main event of MWA Mat Wars. But Hulk going for that Alabama slam, but Black Panther countering, only to get caught in the clutches of Thanos. Hulk breaking that up now. Counter after counter. Black Panther out, Skeletor in. This has been an epic 4-way contest in this main event. Title shot on the line. Who's gonna take it? Crowd really hopes it's not Skeletor or Thanos. Skeletor with the roll up into the German suplex. Black Panther recovering on the outside, which means Hulk's probably going to get tossed out. No, going for the beats of the Bowden again. Can't even get Hulk properly in the ropes. Panther countering Thanos. Skeletor keeping an eye on them over there. Skeletor covering Hulk. Immediately, Black Panther and Thanos stop their fighting and go to break it up. Black Panther with the axe kick on Skeletor. Cover him. Thanos breaks it up immediately. How is anybody going to win this match? How am I going to sit up straight? There's absolute bedlam in the ring right now as Stank McKenzie looks on, unsure of what to do. Skeletor going for the beats of the Bowden and Hulk again. You know what? If Panther or Thanos doesn't get into the ring momentarily, this is going to do it. I'm calling it right now. Skeletor is about to pin Hulk if somebody doesn't break it up. That's it. It's over. Exactly as I called it seconds before it happened. Skeletor has defeated the Incredible Hulk. Skeletor is going to challenge Goku for the title. X-Ray Maniac's got to be going crazy. Skeletor is the #1 contender following his victory in the main event of MWA Mat Wars. What a matchup. What a main event here tonight. Skeletor celebrating his huge victory in this main event. Incredibly proud of himself. Skeletor and Goku is going to be one hell of a matchup down the line. Big victory for Skeletor, concluding an amazing night of action here on MWA Mat Wars. So that does it for tonight's matches, folks. I'd like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you all for being active in the chat. Always enjoyable to interact with you and hear what your thoughts are on the shows and on the world in general. We're going to be back here next Tuesday for another episode of Mat Wars. Hopefully I won't be calling the action solo that time, but we'll see what happens. And I'll be back here on the Mat Wrestling Network this Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, for the MWF Maximum Carnage pay-per-view in Fire Pro Wrestling. Me, Red Jed, and Chris Coron calling the action in our Fire Pro Simulation Fed. That's coming up Thursday night, so maybe you'll consider joining us for that. And then we'll be back here, as I said, Tuesday night for more Mat Wars. Hope you all have a great night this evening. Thanks again for joining us. Good night.